Hey, scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, back with the final spread in my California Love album using the Coco Daisy My Escape collection. And I had a few photos that I kind of just wanted to round up into one story. One was that on the last day I was there, I made both my sister and my brother-in-law run with me because I'm a beast. And so I had a couple of pictures from that I really loved. And because I also had these photos of California poppies and basically like the ultimate view that I associate with California, the brown dry grass, the oak trees, and the American River, I wanted to tell one story. It's two stories, but it's one story too, about my feelings about California and this last run. And then on the other side of that large 6x8 photo, there is going to be just a simple photo with a chipboard piece. So that's how I'm going to finish up my album. So you can see that I am using some rub-ons here. I don't know why. I talked about this like in my last video. They're not going to show up. That adventure is just basically going to completely disappear. You're still going to be able to see the part that says let's go on and sort of. So I'm going to work with it and I'm just going to move on from that faux pas. But man, I really need to learn my lesson with rub-ons. So I have put that there and I'm going to cover it up too. So this one will work because it's a dark rub-on on a light photo, or at least a light part of the photo. So I'm going to do this let's go and add a few more things here and there. This spread really didn't take very long, so we're kind of just going at 2x here, and I didn't really have to cut out much because I'm not doing too much. I am letting the photos speak for themselves. That photo of the American River I took on one of my solo runs, so I put that enjoying some quiet time. I'm going to put this adventure underneath let's go on and maybe we'll be able to combine the two together and pretend like I meant to do that all along. I have a journaling card above that plus the photo, but these are actually back to back. So the running photos and the poppy photos are not going to go on the same side of the spread. The running photos are actually paired with my last video of my bestie and I really wanted to do that home stamp over the map, but you can see it did not show up very well, so I'm actually going to stamp it again on white paper, and then I'm going to fussy cut the letters out and adhere them over the stamped letters that did not turn out very well. Not exactly the look I was going for, but you gotta make do, right? This is like the end of the album, so I am out of supplies, or at least out of cards. I still had a lot of like die cuts and rub-ons and stuff left, but I'm definitely out of cards. I'm almost out of paper, so I didn't really have the choice to like start that card over unless I just wanted to go with something patterned or some like a white piece of paper. So I'm gonna make it work, and I like the way that it came out. I would have preferred the original idea, but this is fine. It works great. Home is what I'm talking about in that spread, so it works. I'm going to add a bunch of arrows to sort of fill in some of the white space on this card and use up some of these arrows from the rub-ons. I have created a bunch of 6x8 pages, an entire album at this point, using the Coco Daisy My Escape collection. So I'm not really into cycling it down into my stash. It's pretty barren at this point. We are going to do some traveling over the summer, so I will keep some of it out, the travel related stuff, just to incorporate into some other spreads. But because I'm not really focusing too much on saving it to cycle into my stash, I'm using it up. So I'm going to add a couple of arrows that kind of will frame those upper 3x4s, so they're going to kind of point at each other, which I thought was kind of a cool little addition. But I'm just sort of adding things, right? I've already done my journaling. This is the end. I'm done with this spread, and that's okay. So the other side of this card is where this poppy photo is going to go. So I'm adhering it there with the map on the back, which I kind of liked combining that with the map card that says home. I'm going to put down a word bit that says remember, and I'm going to write I miss California poppies, which I didn't realize I missed California poppies until I ran past California poppies, and I was like, oh, yes, these are home. This reminds me of home. There are a lot of beautiful wildflowers in East Tennessee, but California poppies are magical and make such a, like, they're just so fun to run past and see and remind myself of home. So I decided that they needed their own little spread in my album. So I'm going to put this that says always take the scenic route, because we made a conscious choice, or I made a conscious choice to run down by the river every day, or at least every other day, because I wanted it to be beautiful and scenic and remind me of home. I could have run in a regular old park, but no, I wanted the view, so I ran down by the river. So always take the scenic route matched that vibe. And then this says give me more. But I'm going to put it up here, and then I'm going to add in some letter stickers, and it's going to say give me more time. I'm the kind of person that when I go on vacation, I'm always ready to go home on the first day. Like, I'm a very big homebody. But when I was wrapping up this vacation, of course, having to leave my sister in California and go home away from her, I was not happy about it. Like, I wasn't unhappy to go home, but I didn't want to leave my sister, so I thought give me more time would be a good sentiment. This is the very last page of the album. We went and got pedicures, so we always take this photo after we get pedicures, because getting pedicures together when we're together is our thing. So I decided to put this "You Are Here" geotag, and I'm going to put home underneath it. And that is going to end my album. I think it's the perfect little ending. It was actually the last day of the trip as well, so it just seemed like the perfect way to end this album. But I'm going to do a flip through now of the entire album so that you can see it all together. So yeah, that is it. I'm so happy that it's done. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed, and the link to Coco Daisy is in the description box below. All right, thank you.